Hey everybody, Ash here. I know I've not made a video for a while. I'm going to go over that really quickly. I'm not going to go into too much detail, just let you know where I've been. Also going to go over some of the fragrances that I've picked up since I've been gone, at least gone from YouTube. And talk about some of the things that I'm going to have coming up. I actually filmed at least one video I know before I went on my hiatus. So that'll come out probably next. So that's when I actually filmed. Probably a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months, I'm not sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into this. Okay, so most of you are not aware of this because really only people close to me in my personal life would know, but my wife and I were expecting. It was a daughter, a little girl, and we lost the baby at 21 weeks. So with that, you know, I just took some time off. It wasn't really a great time, I guess you could say. And on top of that, like right around that same time frame that happened, there were just like trolls kind of trying to stir stuff up on Facebook groups, and that didn't really sit well with me with everything else that was going on. And so I just said, you know, screw it, I'm gonna take some time off with everything that was going on in my personal life, and then negativity coming from Facebook groups too. I just wasn't really feeling it. Wasn't in a good mindset to make anything. I didn't feel like putting anything out there, investing time, you know, filming things and editing things and stuff like that. So that's where I've been. So let's talk about some of these fragrances. First up, I want to talk about two that Josh Thibodeau sent to me. He's the channel Scent Sense. He didn't like these, and he said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just mail these to you, and you can check them out. So shout out to him, thank you for that. He sent me this one, Hermetica Spice Air. You know, check that out. Oh, come on, camera, don't be like this. Wow, that was the slowest focus of all time, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm actually shooting this on a point and shoot camera, like not my usual DSLR. This is super ghetto rigged right now. I just have this not even on a tripod, it's just sitting on a speaker pointed at me. So apologies if like the, you know, the lighting looks weird or the sound quality is not good. But this one, like, I'll cover it in a little more detail soon, I feel like, but the packaging for the cost looks pretty cheap. Like, we're talking about the box that it comes in, it's kind of like a flimsy plastic, and I wish I had it down here to show you, but I don't. So the fragrance itself, really kind of like a green, watery kind of scent. You know, it smells okay. It doesn't smell mind-blowing or anything. I can see why Josh would have sent it on, honestly. But yeah, there we go. The next one he sent me is this Gucci Guilty Cologne for Homme. I covered this on This Week in Fragrance, which I'll try to get back into that very soon. Like I said, you know the reason I've been gone. So this one, interestingly, at least to me, smells a little bit more unique than most of the you know, summer mass designer, mass appealing kind of fragrances that have been coming out lately. I get really poor performance, at least the first 3-4 times I've worn it. Hasn't really lasted for me. I'm getting like 3-4 hours and then it's gone. It does have an interesting kind of scent. It's got, to me, a little bit of an herbal feel, a little bit floral, at times even slightly medicinal when you first spray it on, like a green medicinal, if that makes any sense. So it's not amazing. Like it's growing on me a little bit. It is, like I said, more unique than a lot of things that have been coming out lately that have been super ambroxan heavy, but I'm gonna have to give it a few more wearings to decide if it's something that I really want to keep on with, or if it's one that I'll just say it's okay and kind of move on to the next. Okay, I also picked up this one. This is Etro Vetiver. See if I can get the camera to focus on this for you. There it goes. I picked this up really cheap, actually. I got it off eBay. So actually FragranceNet on eBay. It's a very nice, high quality vetiver fragrance. I think I paid in the like $35 range, so I had to scoop it up. To be fair, I have not given that more than a single wearing, so that's one that I'm kind of saving. I feel like I want to reach for that heading into fall, because it's awfully hot right now. It's in the low 90s, high 80s where I'm at, so I'll probably reach for that when it starts to get a little cooler. Let's see what next. All right, I also got this guy, Von Usersdorf Classic Patchouli Balmy. And I'm sorry if I like look at myself right here on occasion and don't look in the lens properly. I'm used to the DSLR where it flips out to the side, and this one's right over top the lens, and it kind of is distracting. So here we go. Von Usersdorf Classic Patchouli Balmy. Another one that I'm probably gonna wear. Come on, focus on me, camera. Get it together. Thank you. This is another one I'm probably going to wear more as it gets cooler. Very high heat. Ooh, very high heat, not something that I really want to go for. I did a review a long time ago. It was like 5 of my favorite patchouli fragrances, top 5 patchouli fragrances, something like that. And Von Usersdorf Classic Patchouli was on there. This is like the new take on that. So it's one that I've been wanting to get for a while, but again, I don't really want to wear a strong patchouli in the high heat. So probably will review that one here when I get around to it, when I can give it some wearings, but yeah, not right now, not in summer. Next up is one that I got on the cheap from FragranceNet, and this is from Mandarina Duck. It's called Let's Travel to Paris. So here it is. Ta-da! Come on, camera. This is a cheapie. I'm pretty sure this was under $20. Don't quote me on that, but if it's not under 20, it's right near 20. But I'm fairly certain it was below 20 because I had to add something on to my order in order to get free shipping from FragranceNet, and this is what I added. So this one, to me, would be like a good, cheap, fresh, sporty kind of fragrance for a younger guy, basically. It's almost like a more shower gel smelling version of L'Homme Libre by Yves Saint Laurent. And I know some people would pronounce that like L'Homme Libre, but my French is non-existent, so I'll say L'Homme Libre. Yeah, it's basically like a more shower jelly, more, I don't know if you want to call it generic, but like a fresh shower gel version of L'Homme Libre. Performance not amazing on it, but you know, casual day wear when it's hot outside, or to the gym, or just casually, especially for younger guys. Not that older guys couldn't wear it if they like those clean fragrances like that. That's basically how that's best used. So with that one, I picked this up. It's the John Varvatos Nick Jonas fragrance, Crimson. So this was right under the cost of what free shipping would have been after the 37% off coupon. Oh no, I got the thing stuck. The little, yeah, that. So this one is a really kind of sweet fragrance. It's got rum in there, I believe, saffron. But yeah, it comes off really sweet, but at the same time, not like a 1 million or something like that. It's a little bit more, I don't know if I would call it refined, but reined in. Like the sweetness here is not going to come across overly cloying, and it doesn't come across supremely youthful like 1 million does. To me, it's actually really nice, surprisingly. Well, maybe not too surprising, because John Varvatos usually does have good fragrances, but John Varvatos, Nick Jonas, the original one in the blue bottle, you know, not amazing, you could say. The red one though, I like it a lot more, I gotta say. I've only worn it a couple times, but I liked it. So that's one I'll probably review really soon, go into more detail on there, but I don't want this one to run too long, so I'm gonna keep it moving. Next up, this one, Missoni Eau de Parfum. So this guy right here, this is essentially, well, I don't know if I want to call it a clone, more like inspired by. It's kind of inspired by Bleu de Chanel. So this Missoni fragrance is essentially like a more affordable version of Chanel Bleu de Chanel. This one and, oh gosh, this one and 3 more that I haven't talked about, I got as part of a FragranceNet challenge. So it was like spend $75 on FragranceNet and see what you come up with, or you know, you have $75 to spend. And I think I left one of them over there. So give me 1 second, I'll go grab that. Got it. Okay, so yeah, these 4 fragrances were part of a FragranceNet $75, see what you can get challenge for that amount. I kind of wanted to go with things that are not as well known, or things that haven't been talked about as much with my 4, and so they may not be things that you would necessarily go for $75, but it's what I went for. So that's going to be a video coming out pretty soon, so I guess these 4 I'll just run right through. But yeah, first off, Missoni Parfum, and that one is, like I said, similar to Bleu de Chanel. And if you're more interested, if you are interested in these 4 rather, wait for that video and you can check that out when it comes out. Next up, Pinot Silvestri. This is shout out to #1 fragrance troll Serapio Silva. That's going to be in that video. Roberto Cavalli Uomo, also going to be in that video. And then this bad boy, Jacques Bogart One Man Show. So those 4 will be in that video. My camera cut off right as I was checking out these 3, so do it again. So these last 3 are 3 fragrances that I picked up right around the time that I took my hiatus. These 3 are the new Pinot Silvestri fragrances. So these are really inexpensive. They popped up on most discounters, and I decided, you know, let's go ahead and scoop these up and check them out. Again, going back to Pinot Silvestri, the original, if you spend time on fragrance Facebook groups, then you've seen my man Serapio Silva just post incessantly about Pinot Silvestri. It's like, it's a meme, you know, he's memed it out. And these new releases came out, and I was actually kind of intrigued by them, and so I picked them up because I think they're around $15, $16 per bottle. I'm gonna do a video on all 3 of these where I'll, you know, give them a quick review, talk about them, talk about what I feel about them. Let you know whether you should check them out or not, the usual stuff. But we've got Pinot Silvestri Perfect Gentleman, Pinot Silvestri Deep Charisma, and Pinot Silvestri Modern Dandy. Yeah, so these 3 I will review at some point in the near future, just for fun. Sorry to leave you guys hanging for so long. It is what it is. Life goes on, and thanks for hanging with me here, and I'll be back with some more videos. Life is busy, so probably keep the editing to a minimum, but I'll have some stuff coming up for you soon. So thanks guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. See ya.